Okay, now it's 19 December. Um, Look at this product. I'm not advertising, I'm just explaining. That water is from the Wachita Mountains south of Little Rock, Arkansas, and Arkansas is crystal country. Look at the name of this. Mountain Valley. Look at the logo on it. It's authentic. So, two very quick things. Number one, in the area of fear, here's a fact. If there was ever going to be a planet flip or an inversion, we've already been told like it would be repaired, fixed. We'd wake up and Gaia would be squared away. So, that's not going to happen anyway because we've been taught that our behavior on this planet creates the conditions on Gaia. Not only the physical dumping and intentional dismissal of the beauty of the planet, the sort of the antichrist mentality of let's wreck it. That does exist right now. So there's not only that, let's call it the physical, demented piece, but there's the spiritual piece of how do you treat your fellows? How do you treat the animals? How do you treat the trees? How do you treat the other humans? Those are the most important ones. And because of our behavior in that regard, that affects the vibration and everything else. So it's conducive to the wreckage. So when we start to behave properly and we beat down our ego where it belongs and embed it in the planet where it belongs, as true humans taking our power back, we're going to fix everything, way, shape, and form. So that's one thing. And the other thing, I think equally as important for the longer term, this idea of Thoth Wisdom, okay, the bird head who's in Egypt, all kinds of woo-woo coming out now about, and you can see it because they can't tell the truth. They can, but they tell half-truths, and they lead to Thoth and what really happened, and oh yeah, in the beginning, there was open-eyed, and then there was Thoth, and he closed it. And we're busting out of all that. So there's no need to go back to it because we don't need it. We have a creator that's in us. So we line up, top to bottom. That's what's coming. And as we move forward, just be sensitive to, they're out there on the internet right now. I'm all day, not all day, but a lot of the day I'm looking for new information just because I'm led. And I watch these things that have the covers of, oh, here's another channeling message, all standardized up, urgent this and tomorrow that, and what's going to happen in 2022. All you ascended masters and all you who are tuned in, you know what I'm talking about. They're out there, the channelers that are doing this and telling the truth. Then you've got these ones that are out there. I'm not going to pick an accent, but they seem to talk like this, and they've got the whole Liverpool, freaking Simon Parks, that crew of, hey, let's put out the bamboozle, shall we? And next thing you know, we're back to Thoth, and Jesus being born on 31 March, and, so all these other indicators are there, but we have been taught already. Watch Sam the Illusionist, because the angels have spoken truth to us from heaven, from their places of origin, about the complexities of that critter and how far back it goes. So don't get sucked back into your pineal gland. That's the message. It's a damn near a literal message that, it's a part of who we are. You have a pineal gland right here. And as we evolve, believe me, it will be powerful and free. And unique but identical in terms of capacity, in our equality as humans. So it's unity right there, and it's clarity of mind. So it's all the things that we're being told that it is. So the left brain has got to go this way and down that way. Bye. Not literally, but metaphorically. So what does that mean? Well, what's your ego? Oh, what does that mean? It's all the things, the cardinal sins, the things that have been taught, you name the misbehavior of your feelings, gluttony, there are just beatitudes that we should take on as a part of our essence that equal devotion, and allow our brothers to have peace and relax and to define that for themselves. And as long as they're happy and squared away and feel good and are helping others, what's next for me? I'm on my way. And if you roll along like that, we are gonna hit new paradigms of ideas that we're unaware of right now. But just exploring where we came from is going to be awesome. We're talking eternal. So don't let Thoth get involved again and create contrast with your opinion, because we want unity consciousness, and we're sovereign. We dominate the whole thing. You just have to see through the prism. John 10:34, if I must, he was God. Yeshua ben Joseph was God, and then he told us, you're God. And then he said, Abun, Father, I finished everything you sent me here to do after 3 years, 3 months of teaching people how to love each other and heal themselves. And then he completed that, and he told everybody, hey, are you the elect? And he looked to the heavens and he said, give them what we have, so they may be one as we are one. He's out of the middle of that statement. John 17:22. Read it. That's his word, first person, nobody in between. No letter of Paul to the Babylonians or whoever he wrote to. Let us not judge that man, but let us consider where he led people. Every Sunday, pick your box. Advent or Roman or Episcopalian. I mean, I'm not calling, Donald Trump called out Ben Carson. I don't know what seventh day is, but Donald Trump. Shall I not? I hope he's doing okay wherever he is. I hope he's eating well and tightening up, maybe jogging if the beaches are open on Mars or wherever he's hanging out right now. I'm sure he's in some special meetings. If that guy doesn't have flying saucer access at a New Schweizland, we're on the wrong planet. At this stage of the game, ladies and gentlemen, shall I say, in conclusion of, the Nazis won World War II. They went down to New Schweizland with Argentina and Brazil. And we heard about this, but it's like, nah. Come on, we won. Come on, we have a CIA. Come on, we elect presidents. Do we not elect presidents? Watch the Zapruder film. Judge for yourselves. There's plenty of other angles about our favorite president, if there has to be one. Come on. To coming out of that Zapruder film shot at 3:13, the driver of the limo, how he timed it out, and maybe they rehearsed it. Watch the driver of the limo, and that was like shot 2. I'm sure that the drill was, hey, when you hear the first pop, turn around and give them one. It has to be a simple sequence. That's the way, that's the way a good plan's going to go down. When you do advanced killing, there are experts that know how to do it. I tell you what, you want to learn how to ambush a target in the jungle with guys that know how to do it. They know how to do it. So John F. Kennedy got ambushed. And it's not funny, really, and I don't mean to digress. I don't mean to talk about dark stuff because we're heading to the light now. We're children of the light. If you're listening to me this long, I'm over 10 minutes now, and I didn't mean to be so long, but we are children of the light. And that means that we are intended, when we're together, to light up the multiverse with our gifts and our gifted awareness. That's coming. Starting on, well, it's been going on. If you haven't felt it, let me introduce you to reality. And imagination. Eyes closed. That's where the fidelity is going to be. You know, our dream state is going to be kind of tightened up. And it's just a level of awareness that, you know, should be guarded in love. Just keep rolling in love and catch yourself getting drawn into the world of Norman that we've been living in that's doing us damage. It's done us damage. The opinion, the fighting, the Democrat, no, Republican, no, kind of the same, no, what are we doing? You know, they drag us this way. They need to be forgiven if they're coming with us and not going to pass on, pass over, pass across. Then we have to forgive them. We, the upper bandwidth folks who know how to turn the other cheek, because we understand the irony of that, because that's what our Creator expects. That's what's honorable. That behavior is actually honorable. So there's nothing but good and honor. And the guy who's doing the slapping of that person, he's just a teacher, I suppose. That's the way you have to look at it. And hopefully he learns, because that's the intention. The one who's taking the shot, he's squared away. He, she. There were entire legions of humans that were exterminated. Cathars, somewhere close to the Druids. They just, you know, the opposition said, who do you think you are? And they left music that's sung to this day. And one of the key songs is the vowels, the sounds of the vowels left for us. And so spiritually, of course, death is a lie. So, you know, you may have taken the viewer of this, just to understand. Let's do a little Dolores Cannon understanding of your soul. Prior to now, on your multiple rides, they weren't only on this planet. They're part of your soul tapestry, but you did tours of duty in other universes. The testimony is overwhelming. It's past that as a word, because it's true. So just understand who you really are and how far back you really go from a bandwidth standpoint, to put it all together to give you the entitlement to be sitting in this body vessel right now. This is a biochemical DNA rocket ship that I'm speaking to you from within, and you wear one. So the capacity that we have, due to our Creator and due to the love that's built into the program, it's past the program. That's not a fair term, because programs can't feel. We have a program that feels. You can put on that damn meta goggle thing, whatever the hell Zuckerberg has in mind, and take it to lunch with you and get fed some digital crap. But, you know, they have to cheat to integrate any sort of a product that makes you think that you're getting the real thing. And, you know, so therefore, take that all off. Go telepathic. Watch the real sun come up. Watch the transformation occur for us, by us, and with us, because we're all going to do that together. It's going to be absolutely incredible as to where we're going. So I think a good word is, you know, having the gratitude as we go through all this. There's no reason not to stay quantum in your head and just be joyful. about where we're heading, because the concept of where we're heading is unfathomable. And I don't know that there was a human being on the planet that knew what this game plan was 10 years ago. Because the Creator knows. Abun, it goes very high level. And going downhill for execution, Source takes care of it. So it's a beautiful, live decision made. There are strategic decisions that are made. Please understand that the decision to go with Mary and Joseph was one that was live and in color after the Hopis succeeded in their mission of egoless coaching. They wanted the ego back in the program from 2100 until 03 Beast. So there was less than 100 years of, okay, how are we going to do this? And there was a 4-star conjunction they planned around it. I believe, only because that's what happened. And it took 2 human beings to say yes, to 2 correct human beings to say yes. It was like Venus and Mars. I mean, go there if you have to understand the unity of what that man walked around wearing. Solomon was in his tapestry, okay? And he was our brother, and he did it. And he, we'll learn. Keep learning. You, the viewer, keep learning. All right, I'll stop talking. And, the attributes of our Creator is what you need to boil it down to for yourself. Freedom and power. This is essence. Pre-Lemuria, the essence of Chiron. Give it a name. The mountain of light. I think Dolores Cannon here, but, the magnitude of our Creator must be honored, and what was chosen. This is before Tesla told us anything. So who the Tesla of the day may have been, I'm sure there's a name and a person that we'll learn about. But Chiron, like Cryon, was a title. And the clarion call of the day. Freedom and power. It's a triad of flame, and I've mentioned it before, but it's good to know, because there should be your characteristics. Freedom and power, knowledge and wisdom. These are, and put the word true in front of all these, and love and compassion. Because if you put that thought in the middle, anywhere, Lucifer is giving Thoth the high five. Now you're doubled in. Post deluge, we got so doubled down. Lucifer is as of a couple of while ago, months, he was still floating. She's floating around on the Nibiru, and the Andromedians had them preoccupied because they got the first catalyst. So, from a universal standpoint, Nibiru may be chugging our way, and Mahmoud al-Sisi wakes up every day and brushes his teeth with whatever they brush their teeth with in Egypt. And Donald Trump's wondering where the money is. And all the generals all over the world are going, hey, come on, we're supposed to get ours. We got a lot of weapons. What are we going to do? So we're at a precipice of kinetic energy that's coming. But we, as a collective, on the 21st of December, we're getting our 2-strand, we're going to get an activation top down. So be aware of it. 9:57 Central for me. 9:59 Central. 10:59 East Coast. That's where New York City is. So call it 1 minute before 11. 11 -1. A lot of ones. New York, East Coast. And you should know your time. It's getting pretty close. We're getting, you know, you can start doing a New Year's countdown sort of a thing. But this ball dropping as our planet rotates is going to be for us from our Creator via the central sun that we don't have the capacity to observe as humans, because it vibrates at a level of serious B-essence, I guess, which is way up there in the vibratory complex of ascended design. So have a wonderful day. Love everybody. If you have challenges in your life, reach out to people that you know can help, because there are those that want to help, and you should know who they are. The universe is inside you. Stand on your own 2 feet. If you got a serious problem that you just can't get over, then it's time to just move on, because that's what it's expected. Much love. Adios.